What's going on, guys? Beast Mode Smooth back with another video. You know what it is. If you haven't liked and subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do that now. It's free 99. Help a brother out. Anyways, so we're gonna get right into this video. It's titled I Only Date Younger Men. So we have this 27-year-old explaining why she only dates younger men. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. So here we go.
First and foremost, since I am an adult student in college, it should be obvious that, of course, I'm dating men younger than me. It's a myth that older people are in college. Older people definitely are in college. It's just not a lot of us. The gag is, I have always just dated men younger than me. I'm used to being out of the box. I'm used to being that woman that doesn't think like the majority of other women.
All right, so right off the bat, she says she's a woman that thinks outside the box. She's out the box. She's already, to me, speaking as if she's disagreeable. She wants to do her own thing. She has a problem with authority. It doesn't seem like she would get on a man's program. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. So here we go.
I'm used to being that woman that moves differently than other women. My perspective on things in general is different from most people. Not a lot of women date men that are younger than them, okay? And for me, the reason why I do is because of a couple of reasons. I don't like to give men the advantage.
All right, well, there you have it. She wants to date a simp. She wants to date a guy that she can control. And as men, okay, as men, you should never, ever, ever, ever date a woman significantly older than you, okay? I could understand if she's a year or two, hey, it's all good. A year or two, it's all good. But if a woman is 5, 7, 10 years older than you, you should never be in that scenario where you're wifing a chick like that, you're dating a chick like that. Because she has more bodies on her. She's lived 10 years. For an example, she's lived 10 years longer than you. She has more bodies on her. She has more experiences. She has more partners. You feel me? You're coming into her world if you're dating an older woman. As men, a woman should be coming into your world. She should be getting on your program. You should be leading her. She shouldn't be leading you on the mere fact that she has more experience than you. That puts you in a disadvantage. Okay? But let's continue.
Women having that mindset, like, oh, I only want to date men that are older than me, you give men the advantage. For example, talking to someone who's my same age, someone asked him, what is the youngest girl he would date? And he just put 20 and up. My same age. But he was saying that he would date girls 20 and up. Me personally, I would date a guy that was 20 if I really liked him and I felt like we were compatible financially, emotionally, physically, whatever. If we were compatible, I would definitely give that man a chance. But I would give him that chance knowing that I was probably going to have to deal with a lot of backlash. It's like, are you okay? Why aren't you dating a guy that's older?
The reason why older men date younger women is because as a woman, your value is in your beauty. As you start to get older, your value goes down, especially if you're single, on the single market. The fact that you're older, you're 27, and you want to date a younger man, you're now acting as a man. You're in your masculine bag. Because feminine, soft women want to be led. They want security. They want a man to lead them. But let's continue.
First of all, when you get to my age, finding a man my age and then finding one that's not married or don't have kids. I would deal with a lot of backlash. Just simply based off the fact that it's taboo. But here this man is my same exact age saying that he would date a woman that's 20 years old, and that's just normal. Everybody gonna read past that like, oh, I'm 20, I don't know.
See, she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand men. That's why she's 27, single, and operating as if she's a man, because she doesn't even understand men. She's thinking that, well, if men can do it, I can do it too. Okay. I want her to get to 40. I want her to get to 40 and date a guy that's 21, or see if she can date a guy that's 21. And if a guy was dating her, if a guy was 21 and she was 40 and a 21-year-old was dating her, let's see if that 21-year-old is going to take her serious. You know what's going to happen? He's going to end up Kobe. And then he's going to end up cutting. He's going to end up dipping. She's going to be on the CC, where men are just doing their thing physically and keeping it moving. All right. I mean, if that's what you want, all right. I mean, let's continue.
Let's think about this logically, okay? If a man my age, okay, I'm 27, my birthday is August 16, 1991, Leo gang or don't bang, feel me? If a guy my age dates a 20-year-old, and here I am saying how hard it is to find a man that's my age, that don't have kids, that's not married, and here this man is saying that he would date a girl that's as young as 20. What is this?
She's talking about men having kids and, you know, they're 27 and they're doing their thing, they're married, this, that, and the third. She still mentally thinks that she's 21. She still mentally believes that her value is the same as if she's 21. She doesn't realize her stock is going down. As a 27-year-old woman approaching 30, you should be happy that a guy is even interested in you. That's 27. And if he has kids, I mean, so be it. That's just what it is. I mean, that's the consequences of you not finding somebody in your early 20s. You wanted to hot girl summer, throw it up, deuces, swoo woo, all that good stuff, partying, you know, champagne splashing, all of that, bottle service. Now that you've stayed in the game for too long, now you want to shame men for being the same age as you and having kids. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But let's continue.
What is that telling us? That's telling us that men have put themselves in this very broad box, wide enough to realistically be able to find themselves a partner if they wanted to. Meanwhile, women put themselves in this little box right here. How? He has to be older than you. He has to be 6'1" or 6 whatever. He has to be an athlete. He has to have money. He has to have this, da, 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 da. We put ourselves in this little bitty box. And men are like, oh, she could be 20. Oh, she could be in college. Oh, she could be this. Oh, she could be that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's the thing with men. Men don't require much. Like, look good, be submissive, and have a pulse. I mean, that's it. Look good, be submissive, and have a pulse. Like, that's all you have to do to impress a man. Versus a woman, you know, 6 feet, 6-pack, 60, can't have kids, this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, your value is going down. You're approaching 30, and you want to shame guys your age for having kids. Like, just doesn't make any sense. But let's continue.
So my whole thing is I have created a box for myself that is realistic, especially since I'm in college. So what kind of sense would that make for me to be like, oh, I'm only going to date men for me, or man for me? What type of sense does that make to say I'm only going to date men that are my age or older, knowing that they're nowhere around me? Where are they at? Where I'm going to find one at? It doesn't make logical sense. So for me, I want to make sure I'm giving myself my best chance to find love and be able to get married and be able to have kids. And so when it comes down to the age thing, here's the thing. Am I saying that age is not important? Absolutely.
So your best chance was when you were 21, 22, 23. And there were men when you were 21, 22, 23 that wanted you. There were men that wanted to wife you. There were men that wanted to treat you like a queen. And now that you're 27, all those men have moved on with their lives and you're just sitting there with cake on your face, right? And here you are wanting to date a man younger so that you can manipulate for him to get on your program, when again, in reality, as a man, she should be on your program. But let's continue.
Nah. But what I'm saying is that when it comes to age, there's certain things that you have to consider that's deeper than age. So if I meet a guy, I'm gonna say 21, because once we start getting into 20, that's no. You can't even go to the bar with me. And let's say I meet a guy that's 21, okay? Of course I'm gonna be like, this could potentially be a conflict. So what do? So, hey babe, so when do you wanna have kids? Oh, 5 years. Oh, 5 years, guess what? Me too, boom. When do you think about getting married? 5 years? Oh, me too, whatever. Not necessarily saying that it's 5 years for me, but I'm just giving you guys an example of how it is for me, being that I do date younger guys. It's not the age that I'm looking at, it's where are you in life, because age, to me, it doesn't tell you a person's maturity. It doesn't tell you what that person is like, how he's gonna treat.
Yes, it does. For men, it does. When I was 21, I ain't the same as I am today. If a guy's 21, he knows nothing about nothing. Like, I'm just being honest. He doesn't know much about finances. He doesn't know much about life. He doesn't know much about credit. A man doesn't start developing until he's in his late 20s, early 30s. That's when a man's peak starts to develop. So you want to get a guy when he's 20, young, impressionable, and you can manipulate. That's what you want. And this is a prime example of a woman hitting the wall. She's hit the wall. She can't get guys her age, or the guys that are available, she doesn't want them because they have kids, and she wants to shame them for that, this, that, and the third. So you want to go ahead and date a younger guy. Can't make this Kobe. But let's continue.
Treat you, he or she's going to treat you. It simply gives you an idea of where they are in life. So you're this age. Well, where do you see yourself in XYZ years? When do you want to settle down? What's your 5-year plan? What's your 10-year plan? Are we on the same page? Hypothetically speaking, if I did want to get married and have kids in 2 years, well, how does that make sense for me to date someone who's 21 who's not going to want kids for another 5 or 10? You get what I'm saying? So that, oh my gosh, that is my thing. I look at where we are in life. Are we compatible? Do we want the same things right now? Will we want the same things in the future? Of course, things change, but that could happen at any time with anyone. So yeah. I feel like, how long is this video? This video is 11 minutes and 55 seconds, so I'm going to stop right there. I guess you guys will just have to stay tuned. Stay tuned.
All right, guys, so I'm going to end the video here. I mean, again, she's looking for a simp. She's looking for a guy that she can control, manipulate, get on her program. She seems a little scatterbrained as far as what she wants in life, because as a 27-year-old, you should be moving with a sense of urgency. You're approaching your 30s. You're approaching another chapter in your life. As a woman, ideally, you'd want to get married, have kids, start your life with somebody that you can relate to. Frankly, you can't relate to a 21-year-old or a 20-year-old if you're 27 as a woman. As a woman, typically speaking, feminine women are looking for a guy to provide them security. If it's physically, financially, somebody to lead them, somebody to dictate certain things, somebody to follow. Typically speaking, that's what feminine women want. And the fact that she wants a guy that's 20, I mean, it seems like she's operating in a masculine frame. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.